Today is August 25th. Today's quote is entitled, "The cook is good." If the cook is expert, and thus we overeat, we can't blame the cook. Of course, when prasadam tastes good, it's easy to overeat. But ultimately, it's not the cook's fault if we overeat. That's like blaming a cigarette company for causing us to get lung cancer. Now, Prabhus, I know if you're a bona fide devotee sometime in your devotional career, you have overeaten. And why did you overeat? Well, aside from being hungry, you overate because the prasadam was delicious. And you know, if it wasn't so delicious, you probably wouldn't have overeaten. Have you ever overeaten prasadam that had too much salt or was burned, or they put sugar in instead of salt, or salt in instead of sugar? Ever had sweet rice with salt? It does happen. Nobody overeats it. It doesn't taste good. So in one sense, we could blame the cook. Well, so-and-so is such a good cook that every time they cook, I overeat. So the question is your overeating caused by the good cook, or is it your fault? Of course, the answer is obvious. It's the cook. No. It's you. It's me. Okay, I know when prasadam is good, we'll tend to overeat. So it seems like it's the cook's fault. But it isn't. It's our fault. So in life, this is an analogy that often we blame somebody because they do something which causes us to respond in a particular way, and so we say it's their fault. But that's not a progressive way to live, because then your whole life's being controlled by other people, and you can't go in the direction you want to go and achieve what you want to achieve because there's all these other people causing you to do other things, which is a lie. They're not causing you to do other things. Like sometimes you tell somebody, "You make me angry." And it's not true. I mean, it seems like they make us angry. But if a sadhu was there sitting next to you, do you think they'd make the sadhu angry? Probably not. Didn't make Jesus angry. Didn't make Thakur angry. Didn't make Prahlad Maharaj angry. Didn't make Ambarish Maharaj angry. Probably would have made us angry if we were in that situation, right? So it's a very immature or a very low way to respond to the world by blaming others for how we act. Because if we blame others for how we act, then we're allowing ourselves to be controlled, and we're not doing anything about it. When the reality is, it's not because the cook is good that I overate. The reality is I overate because I overate. That's why. Okay, it was good prasadam. But ultimately, I overate. The good prasadam had something to do with me overeating, but ultimately, I did it. I put that in my mouth. I ate 10 chapatis. My hand put it in my mouth. You know, when you get fat, you know how it happens? You take food and put it in your mouth. That's how it happens. You can blame your wife, your husband, or whoever you want to blame. You can blame the company that the products they make taste good, but you stick it in your hand and in your mouth. So that is an analogy for life. And if we take responsibility and don't blame people, our life's going to be much better. We'll see how much better it becomes by doing it. So it's a funny analogy, but I think it's appropriate. Hare Krishna.